Your next meeting mass saa no so Saturday oba de ebo nenei na wa kyerɛkyerɛm kakra ansana yatoa so enti menua ye besere se fa lesson 2 no tumu maye
break over please.
Hello, moms and dads and all learners. The Ministry of Education, GES, brings your way Ghana Learning Radio featuring all the different subjects from Basic 1 to Basic 9. Subjects include mathematics, science, English language, social studies, and our world, our people. Oh, tune in at 3:30 every weekday afternoon on all radio networks across the country. Ghana Learning Radio with all other subjects is meant to support all learners at the basic level. See you.
Pause the plane, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio. If you just learn to read and read to learn on Ghana Learning Radio, I know you'll be great one day.
Hello, caregiver. Hello, learners. Welcome to the Ghana Learning Radio Mathematics program. Learners, I hope you are poised for an exciting lesson today. I am positive you are. This is Basic 7 Mathematics Lesson 2. Learners, we will continue with our topic on collect and record data. And yes, we will also play an interesting math game in this lesson. My name is Mr. Edward Mills, your radio teacher. Caregiver, please assist learners to get a notebook, pen or pencil, and a ruler for this lesson. Please take note of these key words and repeat each twice after me. The first word that we use in this lesson is data. And I am sure you have already heard of this word from our previous lesson. Another word that we'll use is information. Again, information. The next word is questionnaire. I'm sure you remember this word also from our previous lesson. The word is questionnaires. We also use the word interviews. And finally, observation.
Pause the plane, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Awesome. Before we begin, let's take a quick starter to warm ourselves up as we did in our previous lesson. For our starter for today, we'll take a look at the magic number 5. Oh yeah, the magic number 5. I need you to listen to the instructions carefully. Perform each action quickly before we go to the next. Are you ready, my geniuses? If you are, then write these instructions down. Choose any number and write it down. Do you have the number down? Now, double the number or multiply the number by 2. Then, add 10 to the result. Have you done that? Good. After that, halve it or divide it into 2. If you have done that, then finally take away or subtract your original number from it. So what is your answer? Bingo! It's 5. Yes, the answer is 5. I'm sure you are thrilled by this trick. Don't worry, learners. Any number you chose, if you followed the instructions carefully, your final answer is 5. Now, let me take you through what I did. I chose the number 20. I then doubled it to get 40. That is, I multiplied 20 by 2, and that will give me 40. Then, I added 10 to get 50. Right. After that, I divided the 50 by 2 to obtain 25. Finally, I took away my original number, which was 20, from the 25, get 5. So, no matter the number you choose, your final answer will be 5, if you follow the instructions carefully. Good job. I'm sure you have enjoyed the activity. Keep trying it with friends and relatives at home. Now, learners, in our last lesson, we learned about data. We said data is a piece of information that we collect. We also learned about sources of data. Do you remember some examples? We said examples of sources of data include sport result, monthly water bills, test scores, school election result, and many others. Learners, we also learned about some ways of collecting data. We said we can collect data by using questionnaires, interviews, observations, experiments, and etc. I believe you all remember these ideas from our previous lesson. Learners, I also hope you completed all the activities in your worksheet. In this lesson, we will continue to talk about methods of collecting data. Now, let us first take a look at questionnaires. What is a questionnaire? Do you have some ideas? Good. A questionnaire is a method of collecting data. When we are using questionnaires, we have a set of questions written down for another person to answer. So, for example, if you want to collect data about Kweku, you can write the questions on a piece of paper for Kweku to provide the answers.
Pause the playing, it's time for learning. The future is calling on the radio. Are you hearing? No, are you listening? School, are you missing it? Call your sister, auntie, cousin, ask them, are you listening? Ghana Learning Radio is designed to engage the children in fun and exciting ways. So mothers, fathers, and children, let's all gather around the radio.
Some examples of questions we can ask on the questionnaire are: 1. Hello, what is your name? Another question we can ask is, how old are you? We can also ask, what is your favorite school subject? Again, we can ask, what is your worst subject? We can also ask, what is the most important school subject? Do you think some subjects are more important than others? Right, that is for you to think about with your caregiver. Again, we can ask, what is your favorite hobby? Learners, these are some of the questions that we can ask on our questionnaires for someone to answer. Now, I want you to think about some questions that you can use to prepare a questionnaire to collect data from a friend. You are welcome back, my super student. I believe you are able to think about some questions you will write for a friend. That's awesome. Now, let's take a look at interviews. What is an interview? An interview is a method of data collection in which questions are asked orally from a person called the interviewee and answers given orally. I'll say it again. An interview is a method of data collection in which questions are asked orally from a person. So, for an interview, we don't write the questions down for the person to write the answers, but we ask the questions orally and the person also gives the answers orally. My wonderful learners, I'm sure you can now tell the difference between a questionnaire and an interview. Right. I know you have realized that we can use the same questions for both a questionnaire and an interview. But for interviews, we ask the questions verbally for the person to also answer them verbally. But in the case of questionnaires, We write the questions down and the person answers the questions. I am glad you are following the lesson carefully. Okay, learners, what then is an observation? That's awesome. You are right. An observation involves watching an event or what someone is doing closely and carefully recording exactly what you see. So, for example, one can sit by the roadside and observe carefully and record the different colors of private cars that pass by in 2 hours. I'm sure you may have done that before. I am also sure you have observed an event at school, home, church, or the mosque before. Remember, if you want information from the event, you can record it, and this is also a form of data collection.
Yebre no ayebre nti enyame pa edisi ha ene yebre no ayebre na ye wodon hwere baako wo hwa obre na ye ba ha abra abono miensa say aka few minutes na eno 9 abo enti ye disi ha se de kan ye no second lesson de ye nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ene ana ye mo ne tofa ene nyame de dom ye na the day I was mathematics, which is Saturday. Yenua no ebebo ne tofa ansa na dwumadi a aka no ode atoa so ye ban so ebesan bo repeat
yes
na watimi abo ne tofa ntimi sra mo se mo nhye eno nso eyo nyankopon pa wo kyena no miensa bo pepepa ye be science for GHS 1 na GHS 1 no ma wote ase se eye topica e free GHS 1 na mom eye ma GHS 1 GHS 2 GHS 3 fo nyina GHS 3 43 pa na mehia o mo pa nti ochena obia mfa ne twirodia obia mfa ne ngoma manjefo mo beteme nka wo ha ochena nti mesrɛ mo
ada na manjefo kwa na obo
omo tiase
me kura bi tiase
manje islamic mesrɛ mo ochena twirodia no opepa no mesrɛ wo bo modin afa na twenye ansa na nom yensa no kura abo na ye wie form 1 de na ye form 2 de no nso beka ho Form 3 for ni woni pa bebra woduru form 3 na nema yesua ne form 1 P6 GHS 2 ni na ne refi akonya na base sa abre de betena fide no na kaka ni nyina entu kwotena nso hweda mu ha ade bie ni ho e be ya ofoforo biu ye kan ya na wakai wan ho beka se wadi aduru enso na wuni aduru bia na radio learning program ye di si ha ye chia fo nyina